Hello from my tired butt. And no, I'm not going to show you my tired butt, and you just have to look at my tired face. As you get older, some days you're just not having any energy, and today was one of those days. I missed going to church this morning with Gary and Sue because I woke up late, and apparently I needed to rest, but I woke up late and I just couldn't move. I was slow and tired, and ended up not really getting anything started till about noon. So anyway, that's my day. But happy Sunday to everybody, happy weekend to everybody. And look, as soon as I start talking on the video, look what shows up. Winky comes in here. Well, she's already eaten dinner. She just wants to be the center of attention. Well, she says, come on, Daddy. Don't talk to all those people. Talk to me. Pet me. I'll get you in a minute. You just sit there. I got to tell people stuff. So anyways, what I was doing today, I was hoping to do a lot more. I was hoping to get this Fender 1966 Fender Twin done. And then I was also hoping to get a lot of work done on Brent's Marshall JCM 900 SLX model. But I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to. I got a lot of work done on the Twin. I've almost got it completed, and I'm going to show you guys that close up because I thought it was kind of cool. But I ended up actually just going ahead and rebuilding the entire power section of the amp, the power amp section, not the power supply section. The four main power tubes and all the wiring that's associated with that has completely been replaced. And the reason for that, I will show you when I do the little close-up thing. There's a couple of things that went pop, and I think, yeah, I still got that one. So I'm going to show you that when I get close up, and show you why this amplifier blew itself up. And then also, this will reiterate what I said about fuses. This one is the one that the fuse did its job. It didn't hurt anything beyond a few components that went pop, and then the fuse blew and everything else was fine. But it didn't burn up any major components. But a reason why it broke or it burned up is there was some old parts that had cracked and shorted and things like that. So I'll show you that. But that was my afternoon. I started about noon-ish, and been working on this thing the whole day. Zane, the owner of the amp, came by and borrowed one of my amps for his rehearsal because I've got this thing on the bench. So we're gonna get this back in his hands before his gig on the 4th of July and get that all handled so he's got a good running machine that's extremely loud so he can enjoy his gig. And just a little bit to reiterate, you guys know that I've been Alex has made me the coolest 3D printed logos for my Bauer amp line that is coming out. And just so you know, everybody that plays that's out there in the world that's listening to this and watching the videos and has been watching the videos, I'm going to show you what I'm doing inside this amplifier, and you'll get an idea of what my amplifier line will be. It's going to be they're hand wired. I have a prototype that's almost done. They are hand wired amps similar to what I'm going to show you here, and they will be built one at a time. They're custom. They'll be a boutique type thing, and I will give obviously demonstrations and things like that, but they will be a product line that I will be selling, and I will be trying to get as many of them out in the world as I can. And the idea is to build up and start up full swing a boutique custom made guitar amplifier company where I'm making handmade custom built guitar amplifiers. So that's the plan. So I'm going to show you this real quick. So let me just... All right, so here we are backwards, and this is the insides of that Fender 1966 Fender Twin. And I'll just go and show you what I've rebuilt on the thing. So I replaced all three of these capacitors simply because the ones that were in it, they were questionable, and I was afraid those would probably go pop. So I replaced all of those. and I left a little piece of masking tape right there that I'm going to take off, obviously. But all 4 of these tube sockets here, all 4 of those have been replaced. They're all brand new, because I'll show you why they're brand new. And these resistors are all brand new. I tried to retain here as much of the original wiring as I could, although I cleaned it up substantially. It looked horrible before, and everything's all nice and neat and straight and all that. Now, neat and straight is cool, except as you see, these are twisted and these are twisted here. Those are twisted for a very, very important reason, and so are these over here. They carry a signal that generates a magnetic field, which also generates RF energy, which is a radio frequency, and therefore that generates noise in the amplifier. So you twist those, and it cancels the magnetic field out and makes it so that it does not induce noise into the amp. So now there's your little lesson on magnetic fields. And you see these other twisted ones here. Those are the heater wires. Those are what gets the tube warm so they will work. And you see those are not connected. Those need to go on here also. So in the next evening that I work on this thing, those will be installed. But the reason why I haven't installed them yet is because you can see here the wires look like poo-poo. So if I can get this out of the way, it'll focus better. But you see that there. Those are the original wires, and they're very deteriorated. They're literally just falling apart. And they come off of the back of the light socket here. And they're a 6.3 volt, coming off of 6.3 volts of AC. And those go over to the heaters. So that is going to be replaced, and then all of the wiring going all the way to here will be replaced. These are still in good shape. For some reason, these here, that's where the heat is, and you can see that what the heat did to it. And over here is the originals, and you can see how deteriorated those heater wires are. I'll get them where you can see it. But you see they're just literally falling apart, so that's definitely not good. But I'm going to locate the one that went pop on us here. And of course it's the last one that I pick up. But if you can notice that there are 2 chunks missing right there next to my ugly thumb. There's 2 chunks missing right there. That's where it initially shorted out. And when that shorted out, it caused a problem inside here, because these 2 are joined, and that shorted that one out. So this one popped and that one popped. So the tubes went bad. Those 2 tubes went bad, which in turn, that going bad immediately made, underneath here, there's a can full of capacitors, and there's a resistor in there. That resistor shorted out because it's hooked to those. So it shorted out. Okay, sorry about the video getting cut off. My camera did stupid stuff. So I decided to, while I was trying to wait for it to fix it, play around with my guitar a little bit. So that's that Boss GT1000 pedal. So one I told you was a pain in the butt to program, but it sure does sound good. So it's a toss-up. Do I just deal with the frustration of programming it and listen to it? Because it does sound great. Can't beat that. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys the Fender Twin, the 1966 Fender Twin that's coming along. And I should have that thing going. Like I said, I got to put the heater wires back on it, and then I can start doing the final ring out with the meter, make sure that the wires are all going where they're supposed to be going, so it doesn't go kaboom when I plug it in. And then I can put it on the test bench and get it running and get the tubes biased, get it adjusted properly and all that. So anyways, thank you all for listening to my videos. I appreciate that very, very much. And Winky is back in here. So I've made her dinner already, But I'm going to have to go make some for me, which I'm sure she will want to steal some of that, so that's all right. And do a little relaxing. And tomorrow I'm probably gonna put aside working in the shop after my day job and join, since I missed church today. I'm going to take I don't normally go and play on Monday nights because Monday nights just kind of suck because it's, a long day and all that. But I think I'm going to make an exception and just bite the bullet and go help the church band that I play in, Finding Faith. I'm going to go help them in Sulphur. And remember where it was and show you how tired I am. But go up there and play lead guitar for them since their other lead guitar player can't make it. I'm going to go up there and play along. So, and I'll take this Boss pedal up there because it sounds so good. And that will work. So, that being said, happy Sunday evening to everybody. I appreciate you watching my videos. I appreciate everything that you guys do to support me, and more to come. There's a lot of things happening and a lot of good things happening. So I'm off to make dinner. You guys have a good Sunday. I will see you later in the week. Bye.